This is going to be horrible.
What?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see if I can act right.
Uh-oh. I wonder why it's taking so long for it to start.
Oh, it's live on my side.
Jeez.
We've been live for like 15 seconds.
Oh, God. All right, here we are, folks. It's Friday afternoon in the A. Storms just rolling through left and right. But we're here for you. And when I say here and we, I mean, who are you again?
The Bull, Win Nicole, and John Colder Ice Lawson for this show.
God, this guy's got split personalities. I'm Brent Leary, and I'm Brent Leary for every show you'll ever see me on. And that's the way it really should be, folks.
Not really. Not really. You can have all kind of monikers for different shows.
You can have all kind of charlatans for different shows.
Yeah, exactly.
All sorts of hucksters,
audiences.
fraudsters, imposters, people who say there's something and don't have any way to prove it.
Well, there you go.
All right. Yes, it is the Friday before Memorial Day. You know how we do. We come on here, talk a little stuff. I feel like, what's that? What do you get when I'm...
That's my doctorate.
Oh, from where? What's the matter, you?
No.
Is that where Cheyenne Bryant got hers from?
No, these are real.
I'm sure they are real. You know, there are all sorts of diploma mills out there. What?
I am a doctor.
All right, doctor of what? From where?
I'm a doctor. Don't worry about it. I'll you.
You know, usually, you know, I just know a little bit of something about the doctors because my nephew last month
became a doctor,
graduated from an actual doctor school. They don't call it that.
I didn't need all that.
And when I asked him, how do you prove you're a doctor? He's happy to prove that he's a doctor. He's happy to show his diploma. We have some folks out there who say they're doctors, not just one doctor, but multiple doctorates and things like that, who are out there just telling people how to live and what they're doing wrong and what they should talk to them and take their advice because they're doctors. Unless they're not doctors. Unless they're hucksters. Do you get a degree in hucksterism? They should make one.
I think they shut down the Trump school, unfortunately.
Please direct all the comments from the government to John Lawson. My name's Bennett. And I ain't in that one.
I'm just saying.
We got folk out here calling themselves doctors. And you know what the saddest part is? We got more folks out there listening to their fraudulent asses.
Dozens, millions.
Loving them. Like, ready to go to war for them.
Yes.
How the hell did we get here with this?
Oh, that's been going on a long time, bro. They didn't just get here overnight.
But this is like, this is really fraudulent when they get on TV shows for writing books. And then when you call them out on their lack of actual degree, they want to like try to make you feel like you're the one coming at them for the wrong way. I didn't come here to talk about my degree. I came here to talk about my book.
that was great. That was great. I loved that line. And then we're going to give you a high five on it. Ain't that right?
She was trying to create a high five where there wasn't one.
I know. That was hilarious.
That lady reporter, she was great. She kept on her behind. Every time she tried to go one way.
I mean, you just got to own it. But if you don't want to own it.
Look, you got called out. You know, you had a nice scheme going, or I should say scam going. And eventually all those scams, they tend to end. You know, they don't always go on and on, especially when you keep getting on national TV and millions of people are listening. People that you grew up with, people that you didn't go to college with.
I mean, look, man. Hey, if Rachel, whatever her name, can pretend like she's black all the way to
Oh
getting.
wow.
So come on now,
What's
come
her name?
on now.
Dolezal or something?
Yeah, whatever her name is. I mean, come on now.
She had that. She had the sideshow Bob haircut though.
I mean, dude, she was the leader of what? The Urban League? What was it?
It was one of those black organizations.
One of those black. So I mean, and somebody knew she wasn't.
She had a
A
nice
lot
tan.
of people knew.
She had a nice tan, Got the hair.
I mean,
She had like the what kind of hairstyle would you call that?
natural.
It was like a Rastafarian kind of thing she had going.
Yeah, she probably did multiple hairstyles.
For a second there, I thought she was going to be like talk with a Jamaican accent or something.
I'm just saying, the world is full of believers. Actually, the world is full of sheep.
The world is full of suckers.
Okay, sheep.
People that'll believe anything anybody says. It's hard to believe. Millions of people follow these kind of folks.
Yes.
Millions of people depend on these folks for guidance and counsel.
And pay them money.
Why is that? I don't live in that world. You live in that world where you're no, I'm not saying you're doing this stuff, but you're amongst people that are getting touched up by some of these kind of folks. I'll put it like that. I'm not saying you're that. I'm saying you're in a group of people that are all around that world. Let's put it like that.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, those people are basically they're just, they just try to find an opportunity to take somebody's money and pretend like they are really expert at what they do. And I mean, it happens over and over and over again, especially in the internet world.
Yeah.
The internet world really made this a thing.
Now, this started probably at the beginning of time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we know in the 1800s, I'll go back to my love this.
Yeah, your century.
You got jokes, keep it to yourself. 1800s, the gold rush, those guys that used to walk around with the tonics and say this will cure everything that ails you, or it will the same thing that you drink that could cure all your ails. You could also rub it on your suit and it'll take out spots. It'll actually take out the suit if you're not too careful about it. And people would lap this stuff up. So it's that same mentality that was going on back then, but now it's just been exponentially grown because of the communications platforms that we have that allow us to reach millions of people at a fraction of the cost.
Yep.
Millions of suckers just made overnight. Am I lying though? I mean,
I mean, and the thing is, a lot of these people get taken over and over and over again. They're all looking for a savior.
Let me ask you about that. Over and over and over. Why? All right. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I was gonna do the Bush. You'll never fool me again line, but no. Fool me twice, shame on me. Why are people getting fooled over and over and over and over?
Because they are marks. That's what they call them. They're marks.
Oh, okay. Let me go to Christopher Gates. Good to see you, Christopher. We like frauds because we like confidence, bravado, charisma. They wouldn't even be able to do what they do if we did. He is so on point on that one.
Yeah, we're attracted to that.
When I say we, I mean us as groups, as a human.
Humans. It's a human thing. It's very much a human thing. I'm not sure. I wonder if somebody's ever done the study on why that exists in humans. There has to be a reason why, a survival reason why.
some kind of insecurity thing we all have built in.
I'm not, but I'm saying like there has to be a survival reason, like for humanity to survive, the masses have to follow a leader.
Yeah, but once again, if the leader leads you to a massacre, do you want that same? Do you want to follow that same person the next time around?
Some still do. I mean, because their belief is so tied to it. But I mean, I'm thinking, I think it runs in the vein of and similar to falling in love.
So we want
falling in love doesn't make it
to
love.
believe. We want to believe so much that we're willing to overlook things that, in hindsight, probably flashing red light signals saying we
Right.
shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I mean, and people fall in love with people, and it's like you knew he was going to do that to you. I mean, God, all the signals were there, and you ignored them, and then your whole family's telling you, don't date that dude. She's, been around all the boys. We passed her around, kind of vibe, and people don't believe it. They lie to themselves.
I'm trying to. All right, it's all tied to our desire to belong. Yep, and yes, June Palin and several other. Oh, who's June? I think I know he's Sarah Palin. I don't know who. Who's that?
I don't think it's Sarah Palin.
Oh, Carl Jung. Okay, he's talking about Jung. Well, I don't know who Palin is, but I know who Carl Jung is. Several other studies. Yeah,
it's definitely something in humans, and then there's others who are predators that take advantage of that.
why haven't we been able to solve this?
Don't get me started, bro.
I want to get you started because I'm so sick and tired of seeing these kind of people get over.
You'll never stop. It'll never stop.
And you know what? It's sometimes the people that follow them are the ones you're like, how in the world could you follow this? You're so smart and intelligent, and it appears like you know what's going on. And then I see you spending your time and effort and money on a fraudster.
It is a core thing inside of human nature.
Dang, Christopher. That's kind of funny. Yes, they still do. And I'm not touching that one. But yeah, I mean, so it's not about intelligence. Is this part of the imposter syndrome or something? Like,
no, it has nothing to do with intelligence.
No, you're right. I believe you're right.
No,
There's something.
that's what I'm saying. It's definitely like reptilian. It's in our DNA.
Is it because we think that person that we are putting on this pedestal, we think they do know more about what they're talking about than we know about that, and so we defer to these people because of the appearance of knowledge and expertise?
I gotta just let this go, man.
I go spit it out, please. Don't be holding back.
Look, okay. I'll put it this way. I mean, you teach your children to believe in tooth fairies and, Santa Claus. And so, I mean, it's baked in from
but
the
at a certain age, they grow out of that because they start saying, hey, wait.
Do they?
I think they do. Well, look.
No, I'm saying, do they? Maybe that is where this comes from. So, yes, we grow out of the tooth fairy, but the baseline neurological brain parts that were put together to make you believe there was a tooth fairy never goes away. And so you move from tooth fairy to immaculate conceptions.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Exactly. See, now where I'm trying not to go.
Now we're going to belief, people's belief systems now.
That's what it is. It's belief. It's faith. Everybody's looking for a savior. That's what it is. That's the baseline of it.
Christopher says, who benefits from solving it? Not the people with the ability to enact a solution so it stays unresolved.
I don't think that's something you can resolve. It's not a problem that a human has.
It's a problem that all humans have.
I don't think it's a problem. Like I said, I think there is a very good reason for it at some level. I don't know what that reason was. Maybe it was so we would all survive.
Well,
So,
let me ask you this. Some people do fall for it, and it's a lot of people. But there are other people like me who never fall for that stuff.
right.
Because
And I
it
mean,
seems like it's too good to be
there's a word
true.
for those people too.
What?
You
All
can
right.
get-
What hater is that?
No, I mean, non-believers, because I'll tell you one thing, everyone that's in a cult, that's what I'll call them. Everyone that's in a cult,
That's a good one. The cult like. Yeah.
yeah, it's a cult. And I mean, and it's a cult mentality. It's almost like the same way we talk about how people act in a mob, how it changes the behavior of people in mobs, right? We
You
don't
know what?
What?
Not that I'm entrenched in the mob or anything, but it feels like at least they have some kind of organizational structure.
No,
and
not
they have
the
some
mob.
rules.
Not
What do you?
the mob.
Oh, you
mob.
mean like okay, I got you. Like a herd mentality kind of.
Right. It's like, okay, I get all hyped up. My team won the Super Bowl, and suddenly everybody's cheering you on, pulling down the light pole. And you wouldn't
they
do
get
that.
caught up. They get caught up in it.
They get caught up. What is that?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's like they don't even know what they're doing. So in certain instances,
Exactly. And I think that same sort of psychological trigger is in the brain. And when a person that is really, trying to work their magic on the people, they tap into that at a very deep level, and they are able to figure out this one is going to follow me.
It's almost like they want to believe so bad that they are willing to overlook every important instinct.
Every. And you can't say anything to them to really snap. It's like snap out of it. And it's just you're not going to get a response. They're so deeply ingrained. And once you get to that point, your own your self-worth is tied up in that. So it's like if I wake up from this, then it's like I'm not any good anymore.
Is it because these hucksters, these fraudsters are just so good at drawing people into them that it's more about them understanding how to draw us in, and we have very little defense mechanisms to fight that?
To some degree, I think there is something to be said there. I also think that there is in that same vein that there is on the opposite side. So the people that do this are missing certain checks in their character in general. So like when that woman was on that show, Doctor whoever, fake ass
Diane.
Yeah, but I
wait a minute. I gotta stop. You called her. We gotta stop calling these people doctors. We're not calling her no doctor anymore. Her name is Cheyenne something. Cheyenne Bryant.
Cheyenne Bryant.
Yeah.
So I think she's missing some character inside of her as well. So it's been brought forward by her pretending like she's a doctor and doing these things that she's done. But if it wasn't that, she probably would do something else. I think she's missing a character. She's got a character flaw in her personality. I definitely feel that way about, the White House guy.
What about I might really be getting in some trouble here. Some of these folks like prosperity preachers that seem to be saying to people what they know the people want to hear in order to get certain things from the people. It feels like that's what she is without
the church.
the church. She went the doctor route.
Yeah.
But it feels like along the same lines.
It's definitely, that's what I'm, okay.
Well, you never come right out and say it.
No, but I like the way you say it. It's a little bit more clean.
Well, yeah. All right. Let me let's go to Christopher. I'm a computational psychologist. Ooh, you got a degree in that? That's my background, the math and chemistry behind the human thought and decision. That sounds fascinating.
That is fascinating.
That really does. And I hope you probably have heard about the Cheyenne Bryant thing. Let us put a comment in there to let us know why you think.
Yeah, is there an actual syndrome or something that causes this?
I'm got a long comment here. The first step to making anyone believe anything is making them want to. I think, and in some instances, they automatically want.
Yeah, I think they start out wanting to believe.
Yeah. Some people are very good at that. For instance, if a Beyonce, just telling you right now, Christopher, we got Mr. Bay Hive on here, so I hope you don't say anything derogatory. You might have to hide. Anyway, if
I'm a believer.
Yes, if a Beyonce IG account DM'd you and said she would meet you at a certain, first of all, I'd be laughing so hard I couldn't even finish this thing, but we'll keep going. Address at a certain time. How badly would you want to believe that? And how much would it influences your actual level of belief? For a split second, you'd be hopeful. That's all it takes to set the hook. I wouldn't even, not even for a split second.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, but yeah, I think that's like, and it doesn't work on everybody. But if you're in a room of 1,000 people, it's going to hook a few people, several people.
How do normal people avoid this kind of stuff? I mean, there's been hucksters since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
It seems like this technology is making it easier for them to hook us.
How do you avoid being snookered?
I know how I do, and I think it's kind of a personality trait for the most part, isn't it?
Possibly.
I think that's maybe a partial explanation for some of this.
Right. Stuff. I think on both sides, it's a personality.
Right. Some people are born to want to believe things that they want so badly that it makes it easier for them to fall for stuff. And then there's people like me who hardly believe in anything. Well, who don't believe a lot of stuff that I see on face value. I need proof. I need more than just you saying that.
I am one of these people that anything I'm going to believe, I'm going to study fervently.
I can see that in you. I honestly can say, yeah, I can see that.
So I don't get to my, I don't, and you used to make me so, I remember when I got, I got into church and I got born again and I was all in, I hadn't heard about any of that really. I didn't grow up around it a whole lot. I mean, people go to church, but I wasn't all into this. Then I got in to a church, right? And like he said, you want to believe, or I don't even remember emotional. I should go back and start thinking about the emotional component, because there's definitely an emotional component. So, but the deal is though, as I became a believer, joining the church, going to the Bible studies. It wasn't just, Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning. I went to Sunday morning. I went to the Sunday night. I went to the Wednesday night. I went to the Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I am. And then I'm going to open the book and read. And I remember I was like on this tear. I'm like, I got to get it all. I got to get it all. And I read the entire Bible cover to cover, right? And I remember talking to the other believers, And they'd be like, oh, that's so good. I've never done that. I'm like, how in the fuck did I get here a month ago? And that's the thing I'm determined to do. You've been here for 25 years and you've never did that. I don't
Well,
understand that at all.
I do. I think a little bit. I think
I don't
something
get it.
going back to what we've been talking about this whole time. Some people just want to believe so badly that all it takes is just a little bit, a nudge, and they're in. They don't question anything else about it.
But once you're in,
But that's where your
do your
personality trait.
homework.
That's personality. You don't just want to believe, you want to understand. And that's why you did what you did. Some people don't care about understand. They just want it so badly that if somebody says this is it, they're in. You are one that says, I'm very interested. I want to learn more about it. And that's why you did the reading.
Oh man, that's good. That's good.
And then there's people like me who it takes a lot to even make me think this is legit. And then I would do like you. If I say, okay, now I'm intrigued. See, I'll go from I don't believe you, I don't believe this, to I hadn't thought about that.
And they want somebody else to explain it to them. That's another thing I don't understand.
Yeah, see that, because they really don't, all they want is the benefit. They don't really want to understand it, but if you can make it easy, they'll listen to you.
So they're looking for that shortcut.
A lot of this is about shortcuts.
A lot of it's about shortcuts.
Well, and the huckster is the one who, the huckster is a part of that too, because she might have been able to become get a PhD in psychology or anything. Now that takes a lot of work, effort, money, but that's the legit way to say I'm Dr. So-and-so. She was like, hell no, I ain't doing all that shit. I'll read a couple of things. That'll give me enough to just make people believe I'm a doctor. And then I'll just say a doctor. Her problem is she got found out because at some point when so many people see you, there's going to be a certain percentage of those folks who are like,
See, but here's the thing. Well, Christopher, you got that for me right there. Apostle Paul said, seek to understand, and something like, I can't remember, but that's a big one. That was a huge one for me. Like when I read that, I was like, oh yeah, I need to understand everything. So I love what you said, Brent, about the understanding. I really also think that she believes she's a doctor at this point.
She believes her lie.
Yeah. I think
she don't even believe it's a lie. She literally thinks that because I heard her say this.
Yeah.
I guess she had Cam Newton on, and so she had some people on, or they brought her onto their show or whatever. And because she was able to do her spiel, which is to talk and sound authoritative and make them believe that she knew what she was doing, that gave her the license to be doctor.
Yeah.
So you're right. I think at some point they do believe their own lies.
I do. I think that's one of those things inside of them. They believe their own bullshit.
But
that's why they're so persuasive.
That is why they're so persuasive, and that's why they're so dangerous, because at some point they believe their own shit, and they will fight to the death because they believe that. And all it does is take somebody like Corey Holcomb of all folks to say, "Where's the proof that you have a doctorate?" And they lose their minds.
You lose their mind because they recognize, hey, that's fight or flight.
They start doing the word salad thing because they still think they can out-talk anybody they're talking with.
Why wouldn't they?
And all it is I just asked a simple question. Where's the proof of your doctorate? And then they get even angrier,
Like you're attacking them.
Yeah.
Because you are.
Yeah.
Everything they've built, everything that was built on that lie. And if you start challenging the lie, oh my God. Give me a
But they
break.
don't realize it's a lie. I don't care what you believe. It's a lie. What was it she said? In the school that I got my degree from, they closed down and then you can only get your transcripts in 2 years. I mean, she was spinning all sorts. She was tap dancing more than the Nicholas brothers over a simple yes or no question.
Well, there you go. Because she's built up all of this stuff, and it's like I remember Judge Judy. She always would say, don't think up a lie because it's going to be really
Yes.
hard for you to keep it up all the way through.
See, that's what I liked. That's what I liked about Judge Judy. She let you know, I'm smarter than you. If you try to make something up, I'm going to catch you in your lie.
Yeah, you're not going to be smarter than me.
And so they stopped trying after a while.
Years.
They stopped trying after a while.
Yeah.
Why aren't there more Judge Judys like for us regular folk?
Man,
because she's the antidote. Awesome. She's the antidote to that nonsense, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a straight shooter. So, but I don't know, man.
But the sad thing about all this, we were talking about this person, this Cheyenne Bryant, she may or may not be shot. She might actually survive this because people like
she will survive.
Yeah, people like the redemption story. She'll probably come back saying, trying to sound like she's learned, she was wrong and she is doing, she wants to do penance and all that stuff. But eventually,
no, I don't even think she's not going to do that.
Well, what is she going to do?
She's just going to go boldly in her lie.
Really?
Probably.
But she can't keep calling herself a doctor.
I hope not.
Because everybody's just calling her out on it now. It's
yeah, I don't think she probably will drop that, but she'll never own it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. She'll never own it.
She'll never own up to all the bull.
And never own it.
She'll hang her hat on when people thought I was this and I was giving them this information or these opinions, they were eating it up. That's probably what she's going to, her salvation is that the reaction she was getting when she was at her height. I was talking to Cam Newton. I was talking to Paul Pierce. I was talking to all these celebrity couples and they were eating everything up I said. And that's why I'm the doctor. But you aren't.
That's how they work, man. It's part of their psyche.
The people who should be the angriest, people like you. You should really be angry at this kind of stuff.
What?
Yes.
Because I have 2 doctorates.
I wish
Did I tell you about that story? Did you see that story when I did it?
Oh, you wrote about it?
Yeah, well, I did it. So here's what happened is I found this site, the Universal Life Church. And at the Universal Life Church, they had this thing where you can get
it's a diploma mill.
Yeah. And it was like, this one is for divinity and this one is for metaphysics. So I've got a metaphysics degree and a divinity degree, and it cost me $20, but I spent the extra $10 to get the so this cost me $30.
Come on, man, you got to get it in one of those, what do they call those things?
Frames?
Yeah, you gotta get it framed up.
I might get it framed up. Yeah, I should. They're real. I paid for these. See, but that's the key to that. When you can actually go and buy one of these, buy the damn thing. I mean, at least walk into the interview with here it is.
Okay, but we all know how long that's going to last because eventually people are going to be like, what was that university again?
Yeah, well, but still, at least you got something on the wall. I don't understand.
Yeah, at least you don't come out with, I went to try to get my transcripts and the dog ate them up, But how do people, when they finally, will the people walk away from her?
Some, yeah. Some she'll probably keep a good 10%, 20%, and then build from there.
So if she had like, because she had millions of followers on social,
Yeah. I bet she
so
still does.
I bet she still does
Yeah. I
because
don't know if
these
they're paying attention as much, but yeah.
right now they are only because
Yeah,
it's so
right.
hot.
Exactly. She's still got people's attention. I mean, if she's smart, she could turn it into something. But
Wasn't her book a bestseller because of all this nonsense?
oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, why would you want to read anything she's writing? I don't know. That's again, again, so dumb.
But
Oh,
unfortunately, it must be some kind of physical human trait.
it is a human trait. And I used to tell a friend of mine, I said, man, it's like, because I'm a good speaker, I'm a good educator. I've done the church thing, and actually was, I've done it all in that kind of way. And I've seen the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? To
Mhm.
be able to lead people. And I told a friend of mine, I think it was Troy. Me and Troy were laughing one day. I said, Troy, man, I tell you, if I didn't have any character, I would have a church tomorrow, and it would be successful.
Yeah, you have. I will say this: you have a way with people that makes them feel like they've known you forever.
Yeah, something, whatever it is. I got an it factor, and I know I have it.
Right.
And I think other people know they have it, and they use it for evil or just
Yeah,
for their own ill-gotten gains.
absolutely.
And maybe she's just one of those people.
Oh, she has to be absolutely one of those people.
And I don't know. Was she calling herself Doc? She was on a like Basketball Wives or something. One of those
Yeah,
TV
I'm telling you, I literally had never heard of this person before all this stuff broke out. Like a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
me either. But I mean, I remember seeing that on one of her profiles or something.
Was she married to like a basketball player or something?
I'm
I don't know.
guessing she must have been. I'm pretty sure I read that she was on one of those shows.
Well,
It might not have been Basketball.
some of these shows they say Real Housewives. These people haven't even been married, so I don't know what's going on with all that. But,
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but it's
Dr. Bryant was a basketball wife, so she must have been married to somebody,
not a doctor.
but not a doctor. She was a cast member.
She was a cast member.
That's what she was. She's a cast member. And she probably told them, oh, she holds a master's degree in marriage, family, and child therapy.
From where?
I don't know. From Google. So I mean, hey, man, she's really protecting a lot.
I would say so.
She's got a lot she's got to deal with right now. But I literally, if she lay low, give it a year, and she can come back and do whatever she wants. Because
have you ever believed in a huckster and then found out they weren't what you thought they were?
Nah, not real, not that I can think of. I've never, I'm not a follower of persons, so that's just like you said, like you got this. That's one of these things about me. I'm not a follower of people, so I can't think of one. I'm trying to really think of one, but I guess that maybe that pastor, because he's a big TV pastor, and we went to a big TV church.
A televangelist?
Yeah, definitely. But I had never heard of him, and somebody took me to the church, and he was just really getting started. And like today, he's a big, or he had been, he would be the Joel Olston of his time. Yeah.
Wow.
At least in the Midwest.
I
mean, he had a big church. I mean, it was like 5,000 people ultimately in the church. When I got there was less than 1,000.
Wow.
Maybe there was 500. I mean, it was like small compared to what it grew to. So But
I'm trying to think. Like, there are a lot of people on the business side that have that kind of persona,
yes,
and a lot of people swear by them. And I always say, why? What? Why do people even follow this person? They're not saying anything insightful or anything that doesn't seem to be anything other than just logic.
it's definitely stuff you can find on YouTube.
All right, I'm going to
Way
give you
deeper.
one. I'll give you one. Didn't you? Weren't you? Didn't you kind of like that Tony Robbins guy?
I still like Tony Robbins.
Yeah, he's one of those people for me.
To some degree, absolutely. But he's
But
not walking around calling himself Dr. Tony. You know what I'm saying? And oh, that's a good point. So that's a really good one. So a friend of mine had worked on Tony Robbins, and I always wanted to walk on fire.
yeah, didn't you do the burning coal thing?
I did the burning coals. So he gave me a ticket to the burning coal thing. And when I got in the room, that's when I peeped out the fact that being in that room reminded me of being in that church.
Really?
Absolutely. Then I realized all of it was totally
Hustle?
it was all like a script.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, the music you play, where they would, it was everything. I was like, God, this is just like being back at World Harvest.
So it was a
And I was
script to get what end result?
to get you to pay money,
Like to
get
buy
you
a
to
course
believe,
or do
to
something?
get you to believe and buy his. Well, I mean, for him, it's his business coaching, but
Mhm.
for a preacher, it's to put money in the till. For this doctor, it's to buy her training, or but that's what you have to do. There's actual things that you have to do in a specific order to get the best results. And so I got books over here that a lot of the stuff that I read for business is all about that. It's how to work the psyche of the individual to believe and understand. So if you get like breakthrough advertising, that book, advertising just in general, right? All the books on advertising run through all the principles that these hucksters use.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain switches. If you push these switches in individuals, they will give you money.
That's going back to Christopher when he said he was some kind of psychologist. I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is. Computational psychologist. The math and chemistry behind human thought, and that's what you just explained.
I guess that's what it is, and maybe I need to do a lookup on that and see some videos on it. And
yourself
people will take, yeah, and people will take that and use it to sell their course, to sell their religion,
because it's all scripted, and it's part of the script.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel? Like that experience, and you're determining that they had really scripted that whole experience out to extract some money, basically.
Yes. I mean, it's that in and of itself is not good or bad, in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay. I think the knowledge of that can be used for good or evil.
That's true.
Right? Because if I got a charity and I want you to give to the charity and I'm helping children that are underprivileged, if I push the right keys, I can possibly get you to donate.
Right.
That's a good use of those psychological triggers.
Yep.
So, I mean, but the psychological trigger itself is agnostic.
It's all about who's pulling the
It's
psychological
yes.
triggers. Hmm. Hmm.
That's where I kind of landed.
And
So
what degree they got?
yeah, and so and I mean, it was so much. Oh my god, I'm just going back. You know, it was like, okay, you gotta lay on the ground. We all have to lay down, right? And you closing your eyes, and I'm sitting there going like, this is such bullshit. Oh my god, because this is psyching the people up to walk on the coals,
Right.
you know. And I'm like, this is not going to work on me. I'm just gonna and because I know the coals can't burn me. You know, I know this whole scenario is bullshit because the coals can't burn you. You know, it's just not going to burn you. They have to make sure the coal's been burning so long. It's only at this temperature, you know, and you've got sweat on your feet, on your body, just in general. If you rub your hands together, usually there's liquid there, and that is what is going to burn off to keep your feet from actually burning. So you only got to walk this. So I already know all the things, you know. I know all the tricks. It's not a trick, but I know what it is. So I'm sitting there going like, should I do this? Maybe maybe it is important. But I'm like, I can't concentrate. My brain's just going through all this. Oh my God, this is such bullshit. How long do we have to lay here? When is this going to be over? Can we get outside? This is what's going on in my head. Now all the other people are psyching themselves up to go.
Oh, they're all in.
Here to go.
Yeah, they're all in.
Yeah, I came here to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm ready to walk. I was pissed that it took us 10 hours to get to the walking.
10 hours.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh.
You get there at like 8, 9 in the morning. You're not getting out of there till 9 at night.
Damn.
He does a 12-hour day. He works hard for his money.
All right, I'm going to read this from Christopher. And Christopher, if you wouldn't mind, in the comments, have you ever been taken in by a huckster? I'm just curious. We talked about our experiences. Has it ever happened to you? If so,
even with all that you know.
Which would really prove a really interesting point, given all that you know, if that did happen to you, or if it didn't, we'd be interested. But he says, here's a good one. Casinos use hyperoxygenation, scent technology, temperature control, time deprivation, and prismatic manipulate. Man, he went to school because you can't come up with these words.
It's the words.
Manipulation to make you not want to. That's true. I mean, that whole system is designed to keep you spending money on the tables or pulling the ka-ching thing.
Yeah,
you're right. To bring you food, have people massage your back while you're still spending money. Totally.
There's no clocks. There's no sunlight.
Right. You don't know what the hell time it is anymore.
Then
people be in there at like 5 in the morning.
Yep.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
That's why we like Vegas, man. I can go at 5 in the morning. I can go anytime I want.
I'll be going there in about a week and a half, but not for that. Yeah. Okay. Got catfished at 19.
Catfishing. Same concept.
Yeah, that is
same concept.
Somebody completely misrepresents themselves. And they know
say the things that they need to say.
Yeah, to get these people in. Wow, that could be a whole other show right there.
It is. It's called Catfish.
Anyway, but even he was 19, so he was young. I'm sure he didn't have the knowledge and education that he now has. But even still, there's something that was within a human trait that made him susceptible. Just like I guess we all are to a certain.
I think so. If it's presented in the right environment,
with the right bait,
and you might have to be in the right psychological state. I think sometimes when people are grieving or
some kind of fragile state,
I think that makes them a little bit more susceptible
Yep.
to,
That opens them up. Yep.
you know. Don't.
What?
Oh my God! I'm just gonna let it go. I gotta let it go.
So,
but you know what? I'll just tell the family church that I go to. Well, not go to. My family went to in West Virginia. Every time I only got to go when somebody dies, but you can guarantee there's going to be an altar call.
at any Sunday is an altar call. I mean,
but at the funeral, I'm like,
hey man, people, like we just said, people are a little fragile.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah,
I'm
vulnerable.
Like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. These people are vulnerable. They just lost mama.
That's all right.
We're talking about, do you want to go to hell or do you want to be with mama? What are you going to say?
That's kind of a brutal statement, right?
Dude, that's the altar calls. I'll be like, girl, I'm out of here. I'm going to go out. And
you know what? It's been years since I went to church, but I grew up. My dad was a deacon. My mom taught Sunday schools. So I couldn't stand Sundays because that was ahead of me every Sunday. So when I got to a certain age, I was out. But what I do remember every Sunday at the end of the sermon, somebody would say, I think it was the preacher would say, the doors of the church are open. And I know that's like the call for people to go and be baptized.
Right.
That was my call to leave. I was like, oh, they are? I'm out.
Oh, yeah. It's like, okay. They haven't locked the doors.
Doors of the church are open?
It's like they've unlocked the doors.
See you next week.
I'm out. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway. Oh, wow.
Well, that was fun.
Can of pig feet. Yeah, that open like a can of pig feet. Ooh, that smell. Get the smell. Yeah, well, unfortunately, she's not going to be the last huckster. It's just a long line going all the way back to the tonic salespeople, and before that, we're just stuck with these people.
Yeah, and that's the people, not alone the people that call on your phone and taking old people's money.
No, we know about people like her because she's really good at this. That's the problem. She got too good and got exposed because she got in front of too many people.
I just can't believe that nobody ever checked her on that. And that's the thing. Most people don't check people on doctor. And it's, I don't know, I'm a black guy, so I've been living in the black world for all my life, and there's so many doctor so-and-so and doctor. I'm like, doctor what? Where do you get that shit? How are you a doctor?
Now because you got him.
Oh, well, that's true. But I'm doctor. Okay. Not no single doctor. I'm a double doctor.
You're a double doctor
in the front and the back.
You need to be a triple decker doctor at some point.
I might go for it. Give me another 20.
Did you a 20 before they raised them prices up?
Right, exactly. Shit. But it was like, I just can't believe people just they use this term to make people think that they have authority. No, that's one of the key things you have to pull for people to give you money or to follow you, is that it's your authority. And that's an easy way to present authority, is claim you're a doctor or be given or buy one of those doctors.
Yep. Or as we said earlier in the show, Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, we talked about her, I think, just before you got on.
Yep. She came to mind as soon as we started talking about fraudsters. Yep.
It's like, give me a break, man. And I think she believed she was black too.
Until her white parents were like, no, she
called her out.
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue that one.
Like, we're your parents.
Yeah. And they were as white as white parents would be.
As white as they could be.
Yeah. So she had to go in hiding. Maybe Cheyenne will have to go ask her for some advice on that too for a while.
But you think about all the people that have, the Jim Jones of the world. I mean, they went way further than this lady has gone.
Well, that was tragically way further.
Very, yeah, exactly. But I think they start believing your own bullshit.
Yeah, like that Heaven's Gate. Remember those guys?
I remember those guys. Crazy.
Yeah, at least she didn't go to that extreme. But that's about as far as you can take it. When you're basically telling people to kill themselves. Oof. All right, let's go because it's getting a little too deep. Enjoy the long holiday weekend. Hopefully you go into a good cookout or barbecue or something.
I'm teaching a class.
Oh, you want to pitch that?
No, because the doors have closed.
The doors of the church are closed?
Yeah, the doors of the church have closed. I've already swindled people out of their money, and now I'm going to go and deliver.
He's already swindled them folks. We know we're just.
But no, I'm really excited. Tomorrow is my first Claude Power Move intensive, and this should be fun. Man, I put together some really great content, and we're going to help some small business owners really change their business processes.
Cool.
So, I'm excited. Yeah.
I'll vouch for the guy. He
look, man.
He ain't putting you on. He actually does serious intentions to help people out with this stuff.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And that's the last damn thing I'll ever say positive.
Oh,
had to get it out. Now it's out.
It's out. Right. It's out.
Shout out to Christopher Gaither. Great commentary running through the whole show.
Yes, thank you. You've taught us a lot.
That's right. Computational psychologist. That's some deep stuff. I'm gonna start looking that up a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I want to know about computational.
Yeah, because this one sentence he put out there, you couldn't fake the funk on that one with all them big words he was using. This one. Yeah, that was a mouthful just to read, let alone type all that stuff. Oof. Enjoy the weekend, and we will hopefully see you next Friday. All right, take it easy.
Peace.